Hello everyone and welcome back to Majora's Mask. Last time we just got done doing a lot of shooting games and bomb games to get a ton of heart pieces. I went ahead and reset time so we can continue on with the story. I actually think we can already head to the second dungeon, which is great. But what I'm going to do off screen real quick, guys, is grab 200 rupees and I'll meet you back here. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you see I've gathered 200 rupees, but not only that, I've gathered the land title deed, which we need to go to the swamp before we go ahead and continue our journey. So what we need to do is exchange this land title deed for the southern swamp land title deed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will meet you on the north side of the Termina field. Okay guys, and I'm back, and as you can see we have the swamp title deed. And we also have gathered some arrows, which you are going to be needing. But you know what I just realized, guys? And it really kind of makes me upset. Because I can't believe I was such a idiot. I don't know. So basically, do you remember when we went ahead and did the, the Woodfall Temple? And we collected the 15 not fairies. Yes, fairies. I was gonna say feathers for some reason, but yes, the 15 fairies. And what you're supposed to do after you collect them is give them back to the Great Fairy. And unfortunately, if you go back in time, guess what happens to those fairies? You never collected any of them. So guess what I get to do, guys? I get to go back in this temple. But I guess it's an okay thing because I'll demonstrate how it works. So, as you guys know, we're in the first day. That means we reset time, and obviously the first temple isn't done again. So I guess this is as good a time as any to demonstrate what happens when you try to enter a temple again for the second time. If you guys remember, we do have the Sonata of Awakening. So there we go. So we didn't have to go through all that monkey business, literally, to get back here. All we had to do was use the Song of Soaring and play the song, and look, the temple opens right back up. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through the whole entire dungeon, but luckily it'll just be to gather up the fairies. Now, I did this in the past in the water temple, and I literally wanted to cry. You could just imagine. Can you imagine having to do a water temple twice? I mean, honestly, the water temple isn't too bad in this game, but it's bad enough to the point where you don't want to do it twice. So, oh my gosh, I never mentioned it in the other video, guys, but please don't make the same mistake I did. But anyways, as you enter the temple, you'll see here, you have the remains in your inventory, and they'll take note of that. And since you have the remains, because you've completed this dungeon once before, all you have to do to defeat the boss is simply step on this Majora stone, and that'll give you access back to the boss. So, and you need to defeat bosses to basically advance through the plot lines a lot quicker than you normally would have been able to. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this whole entire dungeon again to gather all these stupid fairies, and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Well, for you guys it'll be about 5 seconds. So, see you guys. Alrighty guys, and literally after about 20-25 minutes, we finally got all 15 fairies again. So please do not make the same mistake I did, and please remember to put your fairies, or give your fairies to the Great Fairy before going back to day 1. Otherwise you're just gonna suffer horribly like me. And trust me, you do not... I only did it because it's the first temple. If you do this on any other temple, you are going to regret it so much worse than I regretted doing it on this one. Oh, but anyway, now that we're here and we actually have our fairies, we'll actually get our very first upgrade, which we should have gotten a long time ago, but I must have forgotten because I was tired that night. But oh well, at least you guys didn't have to go through the pain. So it looks like we finally recovered the fairy. Let's see which fairy she is. Oh, strong young one, I am the Great Fairy of Power. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I will grant you prowess with the great new sword technique. So what she's actually going to do, lift us up in the air. Well, never mind, I guess she just makes us dazed. Never mind, she lifts us up. There we go. And we drop back down. And we learned the new sword technique. So, what's cool is this actually is pretty handy. Basically, we just have a better and wider ranged spin attack. So I just wasted 25 minutes getting that. So I'll go ahead and just demonstrate it right here. If you just charge up for a second here and let it go, as you can see we have a bigger range, and it actually takes effect doing this, and it doesn't use magic. So I just use it that way. So now, let's get out of here. Geez, it's been almost 7 minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere because of my foolishness. I actually realized we also missed a heart piece that we forgot to grab. So we'll go ahead and do that really quick, actually. We need to go to the southern swamp here. And I'll actually just meet you guys where we need to be going. So, see you there. Alright guys, and we're finally here, and what we need to do is take a picture of Tingle here. So, okay, let's let that load. Thanks to our awesome texture hacks, it takes a lot longer than it should. That's a really that's a really good picture. So hopefully this works like I think it's going to. Basically, there's the pictograph contest going on, and you can either take a picture of the Great Deku King, or we'll soon find out that Tingle is actually the son of the pictograph guy in here. So, I'm not sure if this works on day one, but we'll try. So, he's like, "What? Let's see your picture here." Let's see what he says. "What? That's my son. Is he still doing that? Ugh, how humiliating. This guy, he's my son. As old as he is, he's still doing some pretty silly stuff." Well, thank you for going through all that trouble. And, yep, he still gives us the heart piece, which is great. So, it looks like coming here wasn't a complete waste of time. But now, guys, let's finally make our way over to Snowhead, which is where we need to be going, which is to the north. So I will go ahead and see you guys there. Alrighty, guys, and finally we can make our way north. So as you can see here, there's a big spike hurling above the ice that's blocking our path. So let's go ahead and shoot it twice, and as you can see, it knocks it down and clears our path. So that's perfect and very convenient. Let's just ignore this Dodongo here and make our way up. So, geez, sorry guys, I know my commentary is probably going to be pretty bland for the next half of the episode, but try not to kill or hate me too much for it, because, I just did the dungeon again. It was a little quicker since I already had the arrows. As you can see, it's pretty slippery here, so watch your step. But we're going to need bombs, and if you don't have bombs, you can always use your blast mask as a backup plan. So, watch out for these. These are actually new enemies. They're called Tech-Tykes. So, all you need to do is take a nice giant leap to their face. Oh, I guess you need two of them. And preferably without getting your face smacked. Oh, wow, they spin. I never... Okay, well, I guess we'll see you later, dude. I guess we're not fighting him. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. You gotta blow up the snowballs. Nope, that was a complete waste of time. Eventually there's gonna be some snowballs that we actually do need to blow up to clear our path. There we go. 2 smacks ought to do it. Spin attacks would work well too, so... Anyway, let's... Geez, really slippery here. There we go. Cleared our path there. Let's make our way up these little hills. Sucks that they're just tall enough to have to climb. Anyway, yep, wow, I hit him. Wow. Okay, spin attacks is the way to go, people. Let's see what the sign says here. Mountain village ahead. Beware of blizzards and deep snow. Gorons should be able to break the snow boulders easily. Well, unfortunately for us, we are not a Goron. But that's alright. We still made our way. So let's go ahead and check out what's over here. Mountain Village. So I'm actually excited, guys, because I've never seen the textures here with this texture hack. And from the looks of it, it looks pretty nice. Very snowy. I have a feeling, though, that this snow is going to be kind of hard for my computer to run, so it might get pretty laggy. As you can see, there's a guy over there freezing his butt off, but unfortunately we aren't going to mess with him for now. But we can hit this statue, so we never have to walk back here again, so that's dandy. So go ahead and hit that, and let's make our way. I guess I should have prepared a little better for this episode. I think I still know what I'm doing, though, so it's not too big of a deal. Let's just go ahead and make our way over here, and we'll be introduced to a new area. At least I think. Yep, here we are. Okay, let's take care of this Tektite. Whoop, my spin attack didn't work there. There we go. And he dropped a lot of rupees. 15. Anyways, if I remember right, wolves are going to pop out of the ground here. Yep, here we are. These are called white wolfos. All you have to do, just like the other wolves, let it try to attack you once, and there you go. One hit, as long as you do a lunge, or not a lunge, a jump attack thing. So let's go ahead and get Tingle down here so we can buy one of his maps. There we go. We just saw you over in Woodfall, buddy. How'd you get over here? Anyway, if you buy it in the area, like, okay, we're in Snowhead right now. So if we buy the Snowhead map, it's going to be 20 rupees. If you buy it anywhere else, it's going to be 40 because the location's further away. I don't know why it would make it cost more, but it does. Let's... I guess I'll kill him. Wow, I'm surprised I hit him. I took a long time to counterattack there. But anyways, let's go ahead over here. Eventually we'll be putting that land title deed to use, or the swamp title deed. Not yet. This guy we will be talking to soon, but not yet. We have a lot to do here at Snowhead. So, and as you can see over here, we have the annoying owl. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Hoo-hoo, we meet again, fairy child. Have my stone statues been of help? Well, it seems you may have the strength to change the fate of this land as I had expected, but the road ahead is even more challenging. Many trials await you. Please watch over these Gorons around you. Their land is doomed to be smothered in snow and ice forever. It will become a land where no living thing can survive. Without courage and determination, you surely will collapse from the extreme conditions. But if that courage and determination burns bright within you, then that's another story. So, will you proceed? Hell yeah. You are a child of many strengths. Well, perhaps you do have enough strength to change the fate of this mountain after all. I shall take to the air now, flying toward that shrine across the way, so follow behind me. Do not be daunted by the appearances. Instead, let your feelings guide you, and the true path shall be open before you. Are you ready? So he's going to go ahead and fly and drop feathers along his path. And as you guys see, there's not really any platforms there for us to jump on. But if we just trust what the owl says and kind of use his arrow or his feathers as guidance, you can jump on invisible platforms, but you want to be careful because they're pretty slippery. But if you just be careful, you should be fine. There we go, we made it. Hoo-hoot, I certainly have been assured of your courage and determination. From here on, you must not be fooled by appearances. You must rely on your feelings. Now enter the shrine. Something that will aid you in your quest lies within. Use that item when returning from here. So he takes off, and let's go ahead and see what's in here. Wow, that was a heavy 3D perspective right there. Kinda cool. I'm loving these texture hacks. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what item we got in here. And we have a Lens of Truth. Gaze through it to see mysteries that are invisible to the naked eye. So basically it's going to let us see things that we couldn't see otherwise. So we'll go ahead and try that item out on the next episode, guys. But looks like we're running out of time, so thank you so much for watching. Next time we'll deal with the problems we have here on Snowhead, and hopefully help out the Gorons, and hopefully they won't freeze to death. And wow, that was a lot of bombs. Alright guys, see you later. Thanks for watching.